Welcome back, sports fans, to another episode of the Legends Never Die podcast. This is your host, Hunter Verge. We got a full house today. We got all three of our co-hosts in, Caleb, Dustin, and Matt. We got Frank on the computer as always, working the sound and everything, and we're going to kick it off with our bold takes as always, and I'll start it off. I'm going to go with an upset in the NFL this week. I'm going to go two upsets, actually. Hopefully I don't take anyone's bold take by adding this into the mix. I'm going to take the Colts beat the Chiefs Saturday, and Dallas beats the Rams Saturday as well. So I'm going to go bold there. I like what Prescott did this week in the run game. I don't like Rams sitting out a week. I think Zeke's going to be too much, and I think Dallas's defense is going to fend off Goff and take the dub. And then I think Colts and Chiefs are going to be an absolute shootout, and I think Luck comes up with a 35 spot or more, and they take the dub. I like the Chiefs, but Colts are going to do it. Cowboys are going to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to go NFL this week, too. Give me the Eagles to upset the Saints at New Orleans. I know Hunter's looking at me shaking his head like, you're just crazy. Hottest team, except the Colts right now, and I think they get it done.
Yeah, that's a really bold take right there because I don't think they're going to go into that dome and beat them. But one of my bold take this week, I'm going to go with Kyler Murray. Just came out saying that he possibly might enter the 2019 NFL draft, which is crazy to turn down that money for baseball because in the contract it said he can't do anything. Like he's only liable to play one sport. So that's news to all of us.
You don't think he'll pull a Dion?
He can't play both. It's in his contract for baseball. They won't let him. Yeah, they won't let him do it. If he signs for baseball, he has to do that, or he's going to forget strictly about baseball and go straight for football.
They'll get a compensation pick off of him if he doesn't play.
Also, does he have to give that $4 million back?
I don't know. I have to look more into that. Does he?
Most likely.
I don't think he's got the $4 million till the day.
He might. Yeah,
I think it's in like a fund or
it
whatever.
Might. Yeah, it might be
basically.
Because I mean, anybody could pull a stunt like that and just automatically opt out of it. So. But
yeah, they would go and get in next year's draft. They would get like pick that. What pick did he go? Pick
7, I think.
Was it
7? They'd probably get like the 5th overall pick, and they'd push everybody down.
4, dude. He went high.
They'll push everybody down, and they'll just fall right back in, and then they'll get their original pick too. That's how the MLB does it. Braves next year have like 3 first-round picks.
So what's your bold take?
My bold take. The Bama dynasty's over. Done. I'm thinking three losses next year for Bama. I'm thinking Clemson probably could win 5 championships in a row.
Trevor Lawrence looks like a bad man.
Depending on who they sign after. I just got a Wall Street Journal update earlier. They shouldn't be talking football because the title of the article was ridiculous. But it was like 3 reasons why you should set Trevor Lawrence the next 2 years.
Yep.
Everybody's going to bench him.
Saban said it. Saban said, if that was my son, I wouldn't want him to play.
Number 1 pick straight out of high school, they said he would have been.
They said he's 2 times more ready right now than Peyton Manning was the day he left college.
So we'll kick the show off with a review of that game then. So let's talk about it. We had a 44-16 absolute demolishing on behalf of Clemson. Our local boy Travis Etienne, not ETN. Get it right, ESPN, next time. Boy's going to be in the Heisman pool next year, so y'all better learn how to say his name right. Went absolute bonkers, 3 touchdowns. His yardage wasn't too
34
crazy.
yards.
No, he had 80-something.
Oh, right?
Yeah, he had almost
broke a
100.
long one at the end of the game.
But 3 touchdowns, more than Bama's whole team scored by itself. So, I mean, that's impressive. And 44-16, damn near a 30-point win for Clemson. Couldn't believe it. What'd y'all think on it?
I mean, I did pick Clemson, not going to lie. While everyone else dogged me because they're all Alabama cliffhangers, I took Clemson.
Clemson was the hotter team. Like
Let's
you said
not
a while
mention,
ago.
I did pick all 4 NFL games right last week. So I'm just going to buy into my own hype since I don't really buy into any other hype.
Yeah, that is true.
Y'all buy stock in me. That's all I got to say.
Not doing that.
We'll see what your picks are for this week, because if they include Patriots, then your stock's
There's going to be some upsets this week, so I guarantee you for sure losing 1. I would say you get 2 wrong this week.
What if I pick the upset?
If you pick the upset, I'll bring you a case of beer.
You want me to tell?
If you get all your picks right, I'll bring you a 6-pack of your choice just for you next week.
Bet. You want them? You
That
want them
deal's a
right now?
deal.
Y'all want them right now? At the
No,
beginning?
no,
Let's talk
no.
more about
Man.
this Bama game. What'd you think about the game, Matt?
I think Georgia set the blueprint for stopping Tua. Limit the big play down the field, make him dink and dunk all the way down. He's bound to make a mistake.
And even Oklahoma, second half of the playoff game versus
Slowed him down.
Alabama, slowed him down a little, exposed him, kind of run a quarterback contained so he can't move around much in the pocket, and then just double up his best receiver, just zone him.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but I think a lot of it had to do with that defense just breaking down too.
Oh yeah, they were
That
just
all bull crap aside, I haven't seen them give up that many points this year, or not that many points, but like I haven't seen them give up that many big plays, or like they just looked like they folded, looked like they didn't know how to play defense. Really, that Trevor Lawrence
And I think
and
another thing
offensive
had to do
coordinator-
with it was Lawrence, that they hadn't seen a monster like that. I mean, they
That
seen
could be,
Kyler Murray
yeah.
last week, second half. He did well, but
Right.
aside from that, Joe Burrow is no Lawrence.
No,
matter what you say. Fromm is no Lawrence. Any other team they face doesn't even compare.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's not even Matt.
I mean, come on, Burrow's going to be solid next year.
no, he's not.
He's leading us to the promised land. We're getting that
I
four
think,
seed with
I,
one
think
loss.
I was reading something that said something. Jalen Hurts is transferring to LSU. I don't know though.
No, he is transferring. I was going to bring that up at the end of this discussion. He entered the transfer pool along with a couple other quarterbacks.
Fields
We got
is committed.
Fields. Fields moved on to Ohio State. I guess
Yep.
he thinks he's going to automatically start over Tate Martell.
Which ain't about to happen.
They act like he is, though. Even some of the Ohio State people I've heard said
That's crazy.
Fields
They
is
just-
the QB.
They just want to go backup quarter. You know, Ohio State, they always got about 3 studs on their team at one time.
yeah,
but
which
dude,
is stupid.
Tate Martell, that boy's cocky, confident.
He is, dude.
Probably going to win the Heisman
He's
before he
really
graduates.
cocky. I was reading some of his posts and some of the things he said. I was
He
like, man,
told-
you ain't even started
he told
yet.
Justin
You already
Fields
got an attitude.
He ain't never lost a game in his life. Went undefeated in high school.
And that's like
He-
Kyler Murray.
he
That's how
said-
come he didn't know how to
he
act when he
said-
lost to Texas.
He's that boy Tate Martell told Justin Fields, don't make the same mistake twice.
He's gonna get humbled, bro. He's gonna get humbled. Everybody has a humbling experience.
He's
This
going to
dude
get
for
humbled,
one
but
for
not in the
sure.
Big Ten.
Yeah, you're
Ain't
probably
nobody
right.
gonna humble
What's
Ohio
funny
State
is
next year in that division.
people clown Michigan for being Ohio State's little puppet, and then all Michigan's coaches are leaving to go coach at Ohio State.
That's crazy.
Like their linebackers coach left, D-line coach left.
So what else we got on college football now that the season's wrapped up?
All
we
of
can talk a little
LSU's
about next year.
All of LSU's people are coming back. All the defensive guys,
We're just
Fiecko,
waiting on Devin
Lawrence,
White. I'd imagine he is if everybody
Divinity.
else is.
they're all coming back.
I
only
know.
one-
They
I
all
was
had that
reading
same vision that Clemson had, but we're just the wrong Tigers.
Yeah.
Sorry to say it. We ain't
For
them
real.
Tigers.
We send people to the draft so quick.
That
I
boy
say
Tra-
we LSU does.
You know that boy Travis Etienne's probably drunk right now, partying, saying, everybody was hating when I said I was going to the real Death Valley. That
Look at
boy
the
said,
championships he has.
He said, I'm going to the real Death Valley. Boy, I hated that boy for that.
That's crazy.
But really, is Clemson the real Death Valley?
No, but they are
Right
the real
now they are.
Tigers. They're the real Tigers. I don't know if their stadium compares to ours, but their team definitely does. And they did all that without Dexter Lawrence. Think about that.
He declared for the
A
draft
top
today.
10 defensive lineman. Did he?
Yep.
I thought he was a senior. I thought he had to go. Everybody else is seniors on that team, right? Wilkins and Watkins and
We'll see how their defense rebuilds.
Bryant.
But every starter on their offense is coming back except for one O-lineman.
I know that defense is gone, though. They're all seniors. They all decided to come back last year to win this championship. And they did their thing. So hats off to Clemson. Hats off to the bookie, how much money he made off me this week. And on to the next. What else we got on college football? Any other major transfers? I know we got Kelly Bryant going to take over Drew Lock's spot at Mizzou. I don't think he's going to do well. He's moving to the SEC. It's going to be tough to go into a program that's rebuilding.
Yeah, I'd hate to have to see him compete against the hardest team they'll play is probably Kentucky, since they play on the weak side. You know, the side that won one bowl game, while our side went 5-1.
The dark side.
5-2 if you count Alabama. They played 2 bowl games. So
Any other college football news? Any other big names declaring this week after that championship game?
I do have to throw one thing out about college football.
What's up?
big shout out to my boy Parker Taylor, bragging on Facebook that Tech's conference won the best. You know how they do the thing for best conference record. Boy, Parker, don't make me smack you, boy.
Well, were they 2-0?
No, they were like 3-0 or 3-1. This boy was sharing talking about best conference. I was like,
Conference USA, best conference, baby. Let's go.
yeah, that boy Parker.
We
my
got
boy.
University of North Texas and Louisiana Tech squaring it off
Southern
every year.
Miss, baby.
And Southern Miss. Heck yeah.
Big,
Let's go, brother.
big win against Hawaii.
But all right, we'll wrap it up there with the college football. I ain't got anything else to say.
Yeah.
The bowl pick'ems went well. I didn't win. I never do, but better luck next year. I'll win it next year. I always say that. So I say that about LSU
Great
too when they
attitude.
play Alabama.
Yeah.
We'll get them next year, guys.
You've been saying that for the past
7
6 years.
7 years.
7.
But all right, we'll
Sheesh.
jump into the NFL recap from last week, and we'll start it off with Saturday's noon game. We had Texans and Colts. Game went as planned. I think we all took Colts around the board. I was pretty upset. I lost quite a bit of money on this game, although I did take Colts. I went heavy on some player props and some overs. I thought it was going to be a high-scoring affair, and it was a final of 21-7. All 21 points coming for the Colts in the first half. Pretty weak. Good performance by Luck and company. The running back, Mack, did his thing. And what y'all got on that game? Houston just didn't show up. They had a problem.
Watson's first loss of more than one score since he's been in the league.
In his career, they said, even at
Yeah.
Clemson and in high school. Did y'all hear about that? Never lost by more than 7 points.
Yeah.
Hard to
He
believe.
probably would have had a better game if he could just connect with DeAndre Hopkins when he's running wide open down the field.
Yeah,
And
but
if
I mean,
DeAndre
he really
Hopkins
wasn't.
didn't have a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah, he really wasn't as wide open. Like, he wasn't getting open as usual. And he even
Shoot.
said before the game, he was like, they shut me down last time. It ain't happening again. He said, I'm going for, like, I think he says, like, over 100 and, like, a couple touchdowns or something like that. Kuti, whatever the heck his last name is, 11 receptions for, like, 100 something yards.
They were
He
giving
had
that boy
14
receptions.
last time
they were like
played him.
Crazy.
They were like triple.
Because they-
yeah, he got like 24 catches in 2 games.
But that's what
against
happens
them.
when you double cut, like you put double coverage
Shoot,
on
they
him.
were
You gotta
triple
give it to
teaming
the open man.
Hopkins.
Yeah, they really were. You got to give it to the open man. But like I
Deshaun Watson was missing throws, man. Whoever just tried to defend him,
dude,
you
and
can't.
he was missing throws. But if you look at a
It's
lot of
the
those
O-line.
plays, I was just about to say, dude, they weren't giving him any time at all. And the Colts defense looks solid right now.
You
Literally
wanna
looks
hear-
like the best
You
defense
want to hear?
in the playoffs.
You want to hear the story of Houston's season?
Yeah.
17 points a game, probably,
Right.
if I were to guess.
And they
A DeAndre Hopkins touchdown, 100 yards.
you right?
26 false starts on the offensive line. 3 holdings
Ooh.
per game on the offensive line.
That's crazy.
14 sacks per game allowed by the offensive line.
Per game, come on now.
Yeah.
Their
There's
I'm
no way.
exaggerating. Their
14
offensive line is that bad.
I was like 26 penalties. I'm like, this man's exaggerating for sure.
Yeah, worst offensive line I think I've ever seen, and
They
that's
were
only
bad.
because
it was like set hut
that's-
and then
that's
Well,
only
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's only because I just refused to watch the Cardinals play, and I heard the Cardinals' last 3 games they had none of their top 7 offensive linemen. But I just can't watch the Cardinals play, so maybe next year they're gonna be running the air raid.
Who is it? Cliff or
Kingsbury.
baby.
Kingsbury, yeah.
Kingsbury. We'll get into our head coach moves
He'll-
in a minute.
he'll-
Let's do this review first.
They'll make Rosen look good, and we all know that's hard.
The chosen rose.
But all right, anything else on this Colts-Texans game? I ain't got much else. Like I said, Marlon Mack showed out,
Shout out to Andrew Luck, man. That
Shout
boy
out
looked
to Luck.
unstoppable too.
doing
Like,
his thing.
I got to give Dustin his credit when credit's due, man. He said that man was elite, that he was going to come back and have an MVP year. And granted, I mean, he's not going to win MVP, but he's had one of his best years yet.
He might not win MVP, but he may beat the MVP out.
Very possible. Very
Sorry,
possible.
we'll jump in our next game. Saturday night, we had Seattle and Dallas. This was a good one. I took Seattle on the show, but ended up betting Dallas, and it just made sense before the game started. All the numbers were moving Dallas's way, and at home in Jerry's world, you know that boy got a fat pocketbook, so you can't bet against him at home. So I went Dallas. I think 2 of our other 3 on the panel went Dallas as well, and Dallas did their thing. Dak Prescott, he does have a knack for big games, I guess. Over the last 2 years, he has the most comeback wins in the fourth quarter, 15. He has 19 rushing touchdowns, most in the league. And he has 13 primetime wins, most in the league as well. Granted, Dallas does play
And
a lot
Saquon's
more
still better.
primetime games than everybody. But those 3 categories are legit categories, and he does lead all 3 of which. So Dallas did their thing. It wasn't a comeback win, but they played well.
Dak looked good too. Surprisingly to say that, like Dak cut up. Dak,
Alright.
Dak
Hold
He's a
did
big
good.
game
up.
baller.
Jets just signed Adam Gase.
Yeah,
Miami's
I
old
saw
coach.
that. Yeah.
Dumb, pointless.
Yep.
Alright.
dumb.
And
Whatever.
another update I just got: Arkansas's quarterbacks transferring to their starting quarterback.
Yeah, if I don't know his name.
Ty,
Allen or no?
no,
thought it was
Allen's
something
in the
Allen.
pros. Ty Storley's.
Yeah, okay,
he's a
next. I don't know who that
He's
is.
a beast.
What you got on Dallas, Seattle, Matt?
I know y'all need to chill out with the Dak praise. That's what I know. He did
No, I
he
was giving
did
him a
good,
shout-out.
but whenever your running back's averaging over 5 yards a carry, your quarterback better be eating.
Boy,
That's
they better
all
be
I'm saying.
blessed Zeke broke off that 50-yarder.
Yeah,
all I
really.
gotta say right before halftime.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking the same thing.
He blessed their soul with that
No,
one.
I
That
was
game
blessed
changing.
when he broke that off.
Yeah, I bet you were. You took first half or something?
I
Nope,
did too.
I took his player prop.
and first half.
Ah, that's why.
All right,
Let's talk about this basket
on,
throw
hold
by
on,
Dak
hold
to
on.
Gallup.
Dude. Hey, Gallup is good. I said
Yeah,
at the
I
beginning
like
of the year, he's
Gallup.
going to be a good-ass
Bruh,
receiver
I
for
could have
them.
caught that pass.
All
though.
right.
That boy put
Two-
it in the
two
bread
quick
basket.
things.
Definitely
I told
not,
Hagan
but
I drafted Gallup in my fantasy
I did
league.
too. I did too
I-
last in a lot of
because
leagues.
I saw
Until you
He
see
didn't
Dak
do
miss him
shit.
running wide
No,
open down
no,
the sideline
here's what it
3
is.
times a game.
I watched this
Right.
boy
Never.
break Patrick Peterson's ankles down to the ground on a route in preseason, and I said, I got to get that boy.
But you know what's even better, though?
But
Is Amari Cooper being there opening up plays for Gallup.
But speaking of broke ankles,
Oh,
R.I.P.
gosh.
Allen Hurns. We were watching that game, and as the play happened, they didn't show the replay yet.
The slow
And I looked at all our buddies, and I was like, dude, I think his ankle's broke. They said, no, that's the way he's laying on the ground.
No,
I said, dude, his ankle is turned the opposite way.
Allen
It showed
Hurns
the
or Allen's hurt?
Allen's hurt. Yeah, that's funny stuff. But, yeah, we all saw that play. He had to grab the trash can. Oh, it was gruesome. But R.I.P. to him. Next man up. Cole Beasley also got hurt. Anybody got an injury update on that? What's he looking like? Going to play this week or what? I think so.
I don't know. Cole Beasley's kind of unimportant to me and irrelevant, whatever. But what I was going to say, this is how I knew this weekend was going to go in football. So we do this 14-player pick'em for a fantasy league playoff thing. 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 3 receivers, 2 tight ends, all that. So I was thinking, I was like, who do I want to pick out of the NFC? Of course, load up on Saints players. And then I was like, load up on Eagles, because I thought the Eagles were going to beat the Bears. I was like, well, if the Eagles win, they got to play the Saints. I was like, but I think Dallas is going to beat Seattle. And then if Dallas wins, then they'd play the Saints unless the Eagles beat the Bears.
Okay, you done lost 90% of viewers.
That's the tricky part. So I loaded up on Cowboys players, and I loaded up on Saints players. Cowboys are going to beat the Rams and play the Saints in the championship. And on the AFC side, I loaded down with Colts players.
Boy, this ain't about you. We're talking about the whole football
This is
game.
about me right now.
Well, nice job, Dustin. Who was your other team in the AFC? Probably the Ravens, so it don't even matter.
Patriots.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
gosh. Yeah, you lost me with that.
Yeah, they
You lost me with the P.
But all I got to say is 25
1 and
degrees, snowing this weekend in Foxborough. West Coast team ain't coming
All
to
right,
beat
we'll
them
talk
boys.
about that game in a minute. Patriots are just lucky they didn't play this week's all I got to say. Terrible Tom needed a little bone break, needed a little week off for his little brittle bones. Get ready for a ass whooping. But all right, we'll jump into Sunday's game. Patriots opponent for the week. We had the Chargers and Ravens. I took the Ravens in this game, but as it drew closer, I started leaning more towards the Chargers and ended up taking Chargers ultimately second half after Lamar Jackson couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. That
And
boy, I
then
don't even think he
magically, he's a beast. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say
That's
something,
that
but
defense.
I'm
That's
not
Ken,
gonna
was it?
say
Is Ken Wisenhunt the defensive
No, it's
Coordinator?
Gus Bradley for the Chargers.
The defensive coordinator? Okay.
Yeah, I think they figured out the formula to stop Lamar Jackson. They took out all their linebackers and replaced them with safeties, so they were fast enough to stop the read option. Just something new that they haven't seen yet, and Lamar Jackson wasn't ready for it.
And nobody really dominated this game on the offensive side for San Diego. It was really a boring game to watch first half at least.
That Ravens defense is the truth. That's
Yeah.
why.
But I thought Ravens were going to catch the dub. Sorry, Jonathan. Better luck next year. Probably not because Cleveland's going to win that division. Steelers also, sorry, Steech. Y'all are probably going to lose AB.
No. I doubt it.
Nah, I believe so. Y'all are going
He
to
got-
lose him or Tomlin, one or the other. Pick your poison.
Tomlin's staying because he fired the coordinators.
I don't.
And-
I really think Brown's gonna be there
And
too. Dude.
AB was tweeting about playing for the 49ers, so he's leaving.
Absolutely not.
I heard Cleveland.
Huh?
I heard Cleveland.
Yeah, you saw that picture of
Cleveland got
Rumor's
space.
a rumor.
I think Cleveland would be the best fit with Baker Mayfield and Le'Veon Bell. Go ahead and snatch them both up. Hell with Nick Chubb. I'll see you later.
what
I'll see
people
you
don't
next time.
understand is Le'Veon Bell is still a Steeler.
Yeah, for now. He's either going to retire or move to a different team. He will not suit up as a Steeler next year. I'd be willing to bet anything. Tomlin's the coach? Nope.
Why wouldn't he?
Nobody wants
He
to
could-
play for that guy, man.
Actually, I feel like everybody wants to play for him because he lets people walk all over.
He does. Yeah.
But
That's what I was gonna say.
why
He's more,
would-
I think it would be a better college coach
why
than an
would
NFL coach.
Le'Veon not want to come back to the Steelers and then Steelers make the playoffs next year and everybody's like,
Dude, he was so
"It
happy
was-
they didn't make
It
it.
was Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah,
it was
he wants that
Le'Veon."
fame. I
Yep.
saw a tweet a long time ago. He said, "I'm here to be a legend. I'm not worried about the money or the fame. I just want to be a legend." This tweet was back in like 2015,
Before he was an animal.
before he was in the year before the year he got drafted, the year of. And I'm like you go back on that and it's like you tweeted this, but you're coming out
'Cause he
and you're
got
sitting
paid.
out because you
Bruh,
want to get
you
paid
know who
more.
this reminds me of? Me and Frank were just talking about it earlier.
Who?
Khabib Nurmagomedov, the fighter that just beat McGregor.
Yeah.
When he was fighting McGregor, he said the same thing. I'm not in this for the money. You could pay me nothing. I just want to fight the top guys and be the best, whatever. He goes to fight Tony Ferguson, next top contender up, and he said, no, I'm not fighting Tony. They can't pay me enough. He got that red panty night from the McGregor fight, and now he's all about that check.
There you go,
After he
see?
said the same exact
Mhm.
thing. They get a little taste of that money,
That-
and they don't know nothing
That's
else.
exactly what it is, dude. I agree.
Khabib's big bear wrestling ass needs to go fight John Bones Jones.
That he'll get beat
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
That's
get
not
slapped.
even.
Mr.
Bones Jones is already up for his next fight, March 2nd. Anthony Lionheart Smith. Get ready. Best UFC
Good.
card I have ever
He
seen.
needs to.
Have you seen the card, Frank? You're a big UFC head in here. The card is lit, dude. Tyron Woodley and Usman. We got Ben Askren versus Lawler. Ben Askren's first fight.
Lawler's fighting?
Dude, we
I
have
heard
a
Robbie?
stacked
I
card.
heard
Good.
Askren is a beast.
Animal. Yep, March 2nd. Best UFC card I've ever seen. The
It's
whole
not gonna be the best if
undercard.
Cody Garbrandt's not on it.
No, it's the best. I think he is. He is on it.
Oh, no, he's not.
Yes, he
Are you
is.
serious?
Swear, he is on it, dude. It's the most stacked card I've
That's
ever
crazy. I'll pay for that.
seen. You ain't gotta pay no more. The new deal with ESPN just started.
What you mean?
UFC's no longer pay per
on the
view.
ESPN now.
Yeah, it's
So you ain't gotta-
$5 per month.
You're
That's it.
lying
Yep,
on the
60
ESPN Plus.
$60 per year instead of $60 for one pay per view. ESPN killed it with that. Thank you, ESPN, for paying out UFC for the fights now, just to get that.
I guess they're seeing
They're
how
gonna make more money because it's gonna
Exactly.
get so many viewers.
Yeah.
They want so many people to buy their premium. But yeah, this fight
It'll
card.
be like the WWE Network.
Here's who we got. We'll go off topic for a second. So we got John Jones and Lionheart Smith for a title fight, main event. Co-main event, Woodley and Usman, another title fight. Then we got Askren and Lawler, highly anticipated. Then we got Cody Garbrandt Munoz, which is going to be a huge
Dang,
fight.
dude.
We got Jeremy Stevens and Zabit, who is going to be a great fight. Then we got the guy that fought Jones not too long ago, Holly Holmes, Masvidal and Magny, and then Diego Sanchez is the worst fight on the card, is Diego Sanchez and Mickey Gall. That is the best card I've ever seen by a long shot. They have like 6 champions or former champions in one card.
That's gonna be a good card.
And
man.
on UFC 234, that guy that Anderson Silva's fighting, is he really that good? Because they got Anderson Silva a plus 500.
Yeah, he's not that good.
Anderson Silva's just
Anderson
old,
Silva's
man.
irrelevant at this point.
He ain't been good since that injury.
Yeah.
But he was one of the best fighters I've watched, though. I
Yeah,
can't even
we
lie
got
about
6 champions fighting on that one card.
That's crazy.
Former champions. That's crazy.
UFC.
UFC stepping up. They ain't got to have McGregor on the card for it to be a sellout no more.
Steve,
Bones Jones is
what's
back,
up?
baby.
I got a friend, and y'all can tune in and leave us what y'all think. I have a friend who thinks that in a street fight, a boxer would beat a UFC fighter.
Dude,
Never.
see, I got in this argument already. That would not happen, dude. They're just too, like, they have too many weapons under their belt that they can do, dude. It's not just boxing that comes along with UFC.
Laren,
It is literally
Laren thinks
everything.
that.
No.
They throw a head kick, Dunskies. Any kick
Why do you think-
whatsoever.
why do you
any
think Floyd-
elbow whatsoever. Any takedown
Why do you think
whatsoever.
Floyd will never step into the ring
told-
with
he
McGregor?
told me,
Or
he said-
the octagon, I'm sorry.
He said if Floyd Mayweather and John Jones ran into each other on the streets, Mayweather
John Jones would
Boy,
beat the brakes off of him.
If McGregor and Floyd ran into each other on the street, McGregor's TKOing him. In 30 seconds or less.
Bro, if TJ Dillashaw,
yeah,
if
really.
anybody like that, it doesn't even matter.
Bro,
Somebody,
if Ronda Rousey ran up on Mayweather.
okay, I don't know about
no,
that, bro.
Ronda Rousey would dust
I don't know
Mayweather.
about that.
I'll take it that far that a woman UFC fighter would beat a male boxer.
I don't know about that.
I'll take it that far.
Oh,
I
all right.
would.
Speaking of that, did y'all see? I saw something on the news. It said that this I forget which country it was in, but this girl was visiting it. She's a UFC fighter. Well, this guy came up to rob her, armed robbery, and went to take her for her purse. She put this man in the hospital.
I seen it bad.
Beat this dude.
Go look at
up.
Dana White UFC's Instagram if you want to see what Caleb's talking about here. It was brutal.
Yeah,
That's
his
just
face
wrong
looked
place,
awful.
wrong time.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that? Like dancing with a dude at the bar's chick or something, and he's a UFC fighter, walks up, taps your shoulder, KOs you.
Dude, can they get in trouble for that though?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
they can get in trouble for that, but not
But
the armed robbery.
self-defense,
Self-defense,
yeah,
they can't.
she's
Yeah,
good.
She's good.
But
He
since we're
is.
on UFC, let's go ahead and review the fights this past week. While we're at it, John Jones, Gustafson. I called an upset on Gustafson, but obviously that was a bold take, and obviously I bet John Jones. He's the man, best ever. So he did his thing. He made quick work of that boy. Second round TKO.
Yeah, and that's what I was looking at that because Dustin even said that. He said if you really think that it's gonna go that it's gonna be a
2
KO
weeks
from
ago
Gustafson,
was
take the
fight.
under
We
five
never talked about it.
5 rounds. It was at 4.5 was the over under, and he ended it in the second round.
And then Nunes made her case as the best woman
Oh,
ever.
dude.
Well, undoubtedly she is. She beat the best at that time, Rousey, and then has went on multiple times and defended her title, and then moved up a weight class to featherweight and beat a man. So, I mean, there we go there. Can't wait for the rematch. I think they're going to set it up immediately would be my guess. And that was really all from that card. There was a couple of the undercard fights that were all right, but nothing as notable as those two. So we'll leave it at that with UFC. March 2nd, get ready. Best UFC card I've ever seen. Next week, January 19th, we got a big fight. Dillashaw's back in the ring. That's going to be a good one.
He's a monster.
He is a monster. He's even talked about if he wins this, that'll be his second belt.
Hey,
he
who's
dropped
fighting?
down
Who's he fighting?
Henry Cejudo, who beat Mighty Mouse.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, I saw that.
Only
Yeah.
person to ever beat Mighty Mouse. But he's going to drop down 10 pounds, beat him. Then he said he's going to jump up 10 pounds above his weight class and fight Holloway for the 145 strap.
Max is going to give
Max
this
will-
man a new
Max going to go
life.
Mad Max on that boy.
Dude, Max Holloway is a good fighter.
He is a great fighter. I would love to see McGregor go back down to 145 and smoke show Max Holloway and end all that hype, but he
Yeah.
ain't going to do it. He already beat him once, so he don't need to. But Max is the man. But like I said, March 2nd, it's like we're getting paid to talk about this fight, but I'm not. This bitch is just going to be hype, so get ready. Get ready for it. But all right, we'll hop into that last NFL game from Sunday since we got way off topic talking about Bones Jones and all the stuff he does. Who was our last game?
Eagles Bears.
Eagles Bears. How could I forget? My long lost friend, Cody Parkey. My bad. Almost said Caleb Steech. Remind me of him a little bit.
The
with
double
doink.
I could probably go kick better than him and Chris Boswell.
That boy got blocked. That was not.
Yeah.
They changed it in the stats and stuff to a block.
Hey, I got mad respect for that boy standing up facing that heat in that post game
dude.
press
Yeah,
conference.
no doubt. I give him. He
With a
was a
smile
man.
on his face.
He was a man
I'd
about
be
it.
smiling too if I was a kicker making $4.5 million a year.
All I know is those videos
To
had me
choke.
cracking
To miss
up.
8 field goals this year and
No, he
3
missed
extra
more than
points.
8, bro. He
11 total, 8 and 3.
Yeah.
The Titanic song in the video.
Oh,
Dude.
dude.
No,
And
the
then the
funniest
Pepsi
thing was
commercial.
The reactions.
The best thing, even better than both of those, was the Hispanic commentator. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Si, senor, Eagles win, Eagles win. He was freaking out. It was the funniest commentating I've ever seen. I love when they switch it over to ESPN, whatever, Espanol.
You know why I knew the Eagles were going to win?
ESPN the
Because
Deportes.
defending champions don't lose in the first round to teams that have been so bad for so long.
Yeah, it's for ratings. I feel like little
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings moment. All the fans at one
Little
time
Bud Light commercial.
took a big breath and blew the ball just an inch to the left and hit the upright. Yeah. I think they won because Nick Foles is better and he deserved it, and Trubisky's a bum. He
Oh,
made some
man.
big plays, but not enough. You got to score. The kicker Parkey still outscored the entire offense.
Trubisky had a better game than Nick Foles.
He did. He
He
balled.
Foles just came up.
Look at the
Trubisky
quality
also
moment.
didn't play
Yeah.
his own defense. He
Quality
didn't
of
play Bears
defense,
defense.
and they
He
were
played
at home.
Eagles defense.
Yeah,
Bears-
I'm just saying though. he did
Bears
have
lost
an
at
overall
home
better
to
game.
a backup quarterback.
I'm just saying that
If
Saints this
Foles shouldn't
week.
even be the backup quarterback. He should have been playing all year.
I'm just saying Saints this week. We already beat Eagles by 35 earlier this season. Granted, different team at the moment. They had Wentz.
They were
whatever.
way different.
Yeah, way different.
Defense
whatever.
was green as hell.
But if Drew Brees does not shred that secondary the entire game, then something's wrong. He should have game plan from start to finish, 30-yard passes right out the gate. If he's not attacking that secondary this week right off the bat, then something's up. Game's rigged, Vegas, whatever, this, that. If that game's even close off the jump. If Saints don't attack that, pass heavy, getting Kamara downfield matched up with those safeties, something's up. Because they are on third stringers. Malcolm Jenkins is the only first-string cornerback or safety that they have on that roster right now. So I think Saints just absolute smoke show. Double-digit victory. I said it last time they played them and they beat them by 35. So we'll jump into this week's games preview. We could start with what's the first game of the week? Colts and Chiefs.
One quick thing with the Eagles and the Saints while you were knocking on it. I think like they've said it, but I think it actually means something. The Eagles are hungry to beat the Saints because the Saints ran up the score on them like that.
No, I think Saints are going to go in there and give them a little sloppy seconds. They're going to tear them up once again.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because I think it'll be a one-possession game. You might even see an Eagles game-winning field goal. But I'm going to take the Saints just because they're at home.
I don't see that happening. I see Saints just coming out with 1 week of preparation. They're ready. They probably knew they were going to play him. I mean, Drew Brees taught Nick Foles everything he knows. So, I mean, it's hard to beat your predecessor. It's hard to beat your mentor, and I don't think he's going to do it. And with Sean Payton's hype this morning, did you see it, Caleb? We were talking about it before the show.
What?
Speaking of-
Sean Payton walked into the locker room with the Lombardi Trophy from 09.
Yeah, 225,000
cash
I saw that.
and said, "Who wants this? Who's ready to win 3 effing games in a
I,
row?"
yeah, I was just showing Dustin that before we
See,
started talking.
That's crazy. You say can't beat their predecessor. It's hard to beat your predecessor. Yeah,
What, Tom
that's-
Brady? What you got to say, Tom Brady?
Yeah, that was Peyton Manning with Tom Brady his whole career.
Yeah, but
Couldn't beat Daddy. Couldn't beat him.
Yeah, but they're from
I
around
think he
the
actually
same
called him
age.
daddy in an interview or something one time.
I believe it because Tom Brady owned Peyton Manning. Owned real estate on Peyton Manning's forehead.
Yeah, I could see that. Also, on real estate and boys' booty holes, kisses his son on the lips. Gay Tom Brady. Tom Brady's
That man's
gay,
sus.
bro. That boy's 100% gay. Let's do the TB12 method. I don't even want to know what that really means. But what y'all got on this? All right, let's jump into this preview of this first game. I'm laughing too hard right now.
Which one is that? The Chiefs?
It is
Chiefs
Chiefs.
Colts. What time we got? Noon. Why is there noon?
3:35.
Why is there noon games though? Isn't there a Sunday game at noon?
I think so.
Why are they playing noon games in the playoffs?
I thought
Especially
Friday.
a
I
West
thought
Coast team have to
Saturday
play
was
on
3
noon.
and 7, and then 12 and 6.
Yeah, 12 and 6 on Sunday. Why though? Are we
No,
playing
it's 12
noon
and
games?
3. 12
12
and 4, pretty
12
much.
and 4. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Well,
What
12
time do
o'clock period. I think they should do out with
What
that.
time
Put
do the
all,
Patriots play?
flex all games to a 3. Yeah, 12 o'clock.
On Sunday? That's a bet. Because I'll be on nights.
You'll
So-
get to watch the Patriots lose, boy. You're
And
going to
the-
be pissed off at work on Sunday, babe.
Nope. I work with a Cowboys fan.
But, all right, let's bust it off with Chiefs and Colts. This game, I don't know if they could set the over-under high enough. Somebody got it, 55, 56, 57. Looking at it right now.
That's it.
Got Colts, 5.5 on the spread, underdog. I'm going to take Colts for sure. Give me the 5.5. Probably going to take the money line, team total, stuff like that. I think this game's going to be a shootout. Obviously, Mahomes is going to put up points on Indy. I just think Colts score more and win the game.
Yeah, give me the Colts. I like the Colts offensive line. I think that's really what you need coming into the playoffs. If you can protect the quarterback and you can get pressure on the opposing team's quarterback, that's just a recipe to win.
I just don't know what Andrew Luck's going to do with 5 seconds on every pass.
He
He already does
dice
so
them
much
up.
with 3 seconds.
He's going to dice
His
them up.
receivers, T.Y. Hilton for the house. His player prop.
No, Marlon Mack for the house.
No, I'm
Chiefs
telling you,
cannot stop the run
receiver-wise.
to save their life.
But that offensive line against Chiefs D-line, which has got some notable names but are terrible for whatever
They're
reason.
pass rushers, that's it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
sitting,
can't wait for
I'm
this
sitting at the
matchup.
house the other night, and I'm thinking about how the Colts, all these boys about to score so many fantasy points. I go check that little website. Everybody in the league got Patrick Mahomes, and I'm just sitting there laughing. Like, let me watch this boy be one and done.
Dude,
Feet
honestly,
propped up.
I think I'm gonna be the one to take the Chiefs.
I mean, they are the 1 seed. We're
Give us-
acting like this guy is the
Exactly.
MVP of the league
Yeah.
and the
Give
1
us,
seed.
give
Right.
me,
And at Arrowhead Stadium.
Right, and one reason
don't
why,
care.
like a reason why I'm taking him too, dude, is I think, well, one reason why I wouldn't take him is because Andrew Luck is on fire right now.
because
That
he's
defense
not
looks
the
good.
he's not the best quarterback in the game. That's
He
why.
is
no,
right now, though.
No, he's not.
Who's better?
Absolutely.
Luck's better than him.
I don't know, man.
We're talking about a guy showing
Overall,
this for 1 year.
skill-wise, I think Luck's better.
And-
He's not but he's not hotter right now.
We discussed this.
This year he hasn't been hotter.
We discussed this in episode 11,
His-
which was titled Pat Mahomes or Andrew Luck. So y'all could go check that out to see
Yeah.
if our thoughts have changed. Now, I'm still going with Mahomes, though. Not.
Andy,
I'm going
you know,
with Luck
Andy
this week
Reid.
to win the game with his team, but I think Mahomes is the future
Andy
of the
Reid's
league
coming
for
with a
sure.
game plan. I'm telling you that right now. He's had too much time to plan.
Yeah,
for
an
that,
extra
dude.
week of preparation. I
Boy,
could see
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a very good game.
No, it
Definitely,
will.
it's going to be a Rams Chiefs game that we had a couple weeks ago in
Yes,
the regular
yeah.
season.
That,
I think
that
it's
was
gonna
a
be
good
game
dude.
like
that was a playoff game right there. I thought
we
Jeez.
might see 100 points again. Yeah, I would love to, really.
That was crazy.
I would
Somebody-
love to see some action after last week's boring week.
No lie.
I think there was there will probably be more points scored in this single game than all 4 games combined last week, maybe
Well,
even.
I said it a couple weeks ago in the playoffs.
There's probably 120 points scored last week total.
Everybody
well
can
over
play defense
half.
in the playoffs. That's just how it is.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Except the
That's what I'm
Chiefs.
saying. But well, that's what I'm saying. I think the Chiefs will have a game plan. You know that they've had this long for preparation. You know because they know who they're going to play. So they're like, okay, I have 2 films to watch. I'm watching the Colts and the Texans. You know that they're preparing that for 2 weeks, and then that last week, okay, this is who we're preparing for. Look, we practiced on this last week. Look, defense, this is what you're gonna do on this play action, this shotgun. When they go to like anything, dude, I think that they're gonna be well prepared, but like Hunter said, I think it's gonna be a really good game. There's a lot of good games, dude. These are some good teams in the playoffs, and I think every one of them deserve it.
I'm just letting y'all know that the Colts are about to ding dong these boys.
See, I don't think so.
And
I think it's going to be.
Bet
It's definitely
if-
going to
hey,
be within 10.
Look, I'll tell you what, I'll be your
Within
bookie this week
7.
if you want to take the Colts. Bet me.
All right.
all right.
I think I'm betting Colts, so might as well bet it through you.
For real, dead serious. Bet me.
Dude, I'm putting 100 on Colts money line.
I don't. Boy, you better be able to pay that.
Yeah, boy.
Easy.
Just so happens I happen to come across some money.
All right. So we got a 3-1 Colts, correct?
Yep.
Me, Matt, and Dustin Colts. Caleb
I'll
Chiefs.
run with the Chiefs.
I see it being a good game. We may do our tiebreaker on the score for this game because I
Yeah.
believe this is going to be the best game of the week as far as closest and high scoring goes.
Not closest.
I think closest.
Closest is going to be Patriots Chargers.
This boy just thinks a blowout in KC. You think they're going to go to Arrowhead and blow these boys out?
I really do.
That's tough. This
I
ain't
think
no
it's gonna
rely.
be-
This ain't no NRG Stadium. No
If you
Houston
can-
Texans
Here,
over 80.
if you can stop DeAndre Hopkins, you can stop Tyreek Hill.
That's facts.
Yeah, but can you stop Mahomes?
Can
Mahomes
you stop
ain't
Kelsey?
no Watson. Can you stop Kelsey? Exactly.
Can those dog linebackers stop Kelsey?
Yeah, they can.
They probably can. I like the matchup.
You
for
don't
the
got to
Colts. That's why
stop
I'm
them. You
taking
just got to slow them down.
And I like the running back from Indy. Like you said, Matt, Chiefs rush D, not very good.
They
Mack's going to do
They
his
will
thing.
not stop
Ebron.
Marlon Mack.
Did y'all know Marlon Mack had 1,000 rush yards this season almost, and he only started, I think, 10 games? Played 10 games, maybe 12 it was. But he was a 1,000-yard rusher in only 10
Marlon
games.
Mack, every time I watch Marlon Mack, I watch
Put him on your fantasy sleepers for
I
next
watch
year,
him.
listeners.
That boy was juking his way to victory last week.
Dude,
I
I
know y'all
watch
saw
Marlon
that.
Mack play, and every time he runs the ball, I'm like, okay, is he going to get up this time?
Shout out to my boy Vinny for that, because Vinny called that coming in out of college. He said, if this year when we were doing our fantasy league, he said, pick Marlon Mack. He said, take him. He said,
I
I'll
never
take.
heard of him in
Dude,
college.
Vinny hits all these college players. Well, he bases his fantasy off a lot of college players coming in. So that's why his team isn't good sometimes. But
he needs to play in a dynasty league.
yes,
then.
that's exactly what he. If he played in Dynasty League, I promise you he'd win, because he called Marlon Mack being like, what he said. I'm telling you, Marlon Mack's gonna be the starter there. And I was like, I don't know about that. I ain't really seen this dude play. He said, trust me. I said, all right. And this dude's a beast.
Yeah, he called Marlon Mack, and I called Saquon Barkley and Baker Mayfield.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm playing.
I mean,
First and
yeah,
second
everybody would
overall
say
pick.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, we'll bust into the next game. 7:15 prime time in Los Angeles. We got the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, coming in. Jerry and the boys are coming into L.A.
It's Jerry's world.
It's Jerry and the boys coming in. McGregor said he's going to be there, repping big. Hopefully Drake don't go and curse Cowboys. He's been cursing every other team this year so far. So we got Dallas coming in, a 7-point underdog. We got the over-under set at, what we got? Everybody give a guess. 50. I got 50.
Over under?
I'm going to take 54.5.
It's probably at like 52, 53.
It's probably under 50, to be honest.
49.5. Nailed it. All right, I'm going to go
Damn,
Dallas
you got that
in
by half a
this.
point. Good job, Haga.
If you look at Jared Goff these last few weeks, I mean he's been all right, but the few weeks before the last few weeks, so weeks whatever it was, 13 through 15 or so, the amount of interceptions, he had as many interceptions in those weeks as the rest of the season. He's definitely been on a downward slope. The team's playing well, but I feel like ever since he lost Cooper Kupp, he hadn't been the same. The team hadn't been the same. And I just like Dallas's defense this week, even on the road. It's not a true home game for L.A. It might be a true home game for Dallas, honestly. I'm going to go with Dallas in this. +7 underdog. Definitely going to take that. And I'm not a Dallas fan by any means. I just want them to play New Orleans so bad. So please just give me Dallas this week.
Do you want that redemption game?
I want it bad. I want it like that last shot in beer pong when you thought you lost. That's how bad I want it.
I want Dallas to whip the Rams.
But will they whip them? What you got?
I like Dallas.
We got
defense.
2,000-yard rushers. We got the top two, non-arguably, 100%, best two running backs in the league.
Yeah.
Non-arguably. Saquon Barkley, you're not on that level yet.
Come on.
Best two running backs
What?
in the league.
Come on now, bro.
Man, just be for real.
I'll be for real. The best running back in the league is Christian McCaffrey.
All right, come on. He's not even a running back.
Okay,
Let's be
so
for real.
back to this
That's like
Los
saying
Angeles.
He's not a running
Kamara's the
back,
best
but
running back
he
in the
ran
league.
for
Back to
1,100
this Los
yards.
Angeles game. What you thinking?
I'm thinking Cowboys
Really? Why? Why you think Cowboys though?
because the Rams give up 5 yards a carry.
Exactly.
So you think Zeke's gonna have a huge game? Is what you're
Yup.
saying?
Yep.
And not only that, dude, like Hunter touched on, those last couple weeks, Jared Goff just looked awful to me. I'm gonna be real with you.
You don't want to
he's
look
n-
awful
you-
playing
ab-
Dallas.
and coming into the that late in the season, coming into playoffs, you don't want to look that good
I'm just
against a
letting y'all know.
against a Dallas defense that's playing well. They've been playing well all year. Top five,
five.
top
Yep,
four easily.
For sure, give me the Dink and Duck, Dak, Dallas Cowboys.
No, I agree with you. I think
Because that
I'll
boy
take the
does not
Cowboys
throw the
too.
ball down the field for nothing.
He
Well,
doesn't.
he ain't gonna be able. He ain't gonna have time to this week. They better drop a lot of Beasley and a lot of Cooper screens and a lot of Zeke out the backfield, because Aaron Donald's gonna be crushing through that line. So they better be ready for that. What you think, Matt? Who you got? Your Cowboys or you got them Rams?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Cowboys on the road. I think they're going to use the same formula they used last week to beat Seattle. Seattle's defense was averaging over 5 yards a carry. They're just going to use the same thing. Dak's going to ball, I think. honestly.
This is Dallas's redemption from the Dez called it or not called it. They haven't won a division or been in a divisional playoff game since then, so they're ready to get that title back.
They're going to make it their mission to stop the run.
I remember watching Matt's stepdad almost cry when Dez dropped that ball against the Packers.
Because he caught it.
He did not catch that ball.
In this
day and age, it's a catch.
In this year's rules, he would have caught it.
Yep, but not in that year's rules.
Yeah,
but I like what Dustin said, dink and dunk Dak this week. They're going to come in with a good game plan. They're going to do their thing. So we got Dallas 3-0. What you got, Caleb?
Dallas. I already said it. Give me Dallas. I think that that defense is too powerful right now going against a sloppy Jared Goff. And I don't think Gurley's 100%. That Hammy's got that boy, hurt.
He been full practicing all week.
I still don't think it doesn't matter if he's full practice,
You know what's crazy?
He's either going to be very fresh or very not. Zeke this week, very fresh.
Zeke's hot, though, is the thing,
y'all want to hear something funny? Everybody's talking about how good of a season Zeke's had.
Uh-huh. What about it?
Gurley had 17 rushing touchdowns. Zeke had 6.
Yep. That's what I was trying to say, dude.
The offense is so efficient. You get inside the 5, of course you're giving it to Gurley.
And
they run two completely different styles.
And one more thing. I don't know if this is true or not. I just saw it on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Zeke fumbled 6 times this year.
He fumbled a lot.
And how many? Ask me how many times that Saquon fumbled this year.
0.
Ask me who has the 6th best offensive line in the NFL. Dallas. Who has the 27th?
Zeke.
Saquon. Saquon is less touches, more.
It's easy to run for
yards.
a lot when your team's down by 28.
Why don't you just ask me who got the worst? Who got the worst O-line in the league? Cardinals.
Okay.
Who's got the worst team in the league? Cardinals.
We got a 4-0 Dallas, so I'm guessing we're all taking Dallas plus 260
Dallas,
on the money line.
Oh, yeah. I will. Swear. Give me it for 1,000. I'm kidding, but still, give me it for like 50.
All right, guys, we'll move into Sunday's game. We'll start it off with the Chargers and Patriots AFC Divisional. We got, I hate to say it, Daddy Tom, who owns Phillip Rivers, his young child. Phillip Rivers 0-7 in his career. Somebody convince me why this is going to change.
It's not.
Who's got Chargers? Anybody?
I wanted to take Chargers till Dustin's talking about snow and all that, and I'm just like, I don't know. So I'll take the Patriots just because of the weather, honestly. I don't like the way they've been playing, but if you're throwing snow into the mix,
man,
who's played more in the snow than Tom Brady in prime time?
Who's played who on the Chargers team's ever played in the snow? Probably.
Really?
They're from LA and San Diego. I mean, come on now.
Probably the only one is Melvin Gordon. Played
Wisconsin, yeah. Still not much snow in college football season.
And on top of that, I do remember that game he ran for like 330 was in the snow. But on top of that, I saw a stat, Phillip Rivers' winning percentage is like 30% in games under 30 degrees. Tom Brady's is like 85.
I'll tell you why. Rivers got small hands for an NFL quarterback. He has trouble gripping the ball when it gets cold.
You said that man got Burger King hands?
Yep.
That's crazy.
All right, Dustin, go ahead and talk about your Patriots, and obviously you're taking them.
My New England Patriots.
I never thought the day would come.
Soon.
Dustin's Patriots versus Dustin's Chargers.
Oh, God.
What do we do?
You called the Chargers to win the Super Bowl this year.
I did, to play the Rams, but guess what? They're both losing this week. TB12 in the house, baby. The resurgence, the return of the big bad Rob Gronkowski. Who's going to guard him? Who's going to guard him?
Melvin Ingram.
Nope. Brandon Meebane's playing, though. They're going to be playing inspired because his daughter died. His daughter passed away.
Oh, sad face. Sorry to hear that, Chargers. But is a Tom Brady #1 biggest hater. This kills me. Y'all might want to get this on video because I'll never say it again. Patriots win this week easy. It just hurts me to say that. I need to go get checked up after the show. But Patriots are going to do their thing simply because they're the Patriots and they're at home. Next week, I don't think they'll be so lucky, even though they will be at home again most likely. I feel like this Colts team's going to be a lot different, or even the Chiefs. I think either one's going to be able to take them. So give me the Patriots this week, but not next week, and damn sure not to win the Super Bowl.
I thought it was Dustin saying he was hyping the Chargers up all year, saying who was it saying that you was you saying that you don't think the Patriots could beat the Chargers or the Chiefs.
No, it's
Yeah, I said that, but now when it comes
Now when it
time
comes down, yeah.
with the weather conditions, see, I may end up taking Chargers. I like the plus 4.5, so I don't know. I think it's going to be a good close game, and I really hate the Patriots. So I have no reason to bet them or
Right.
even say they should win at all. So I don't know. I may end up going Chargers. That may be my one pick that changes, but my other picks are for sure a lock.
Sunday, Foxborough, 27, high temperature, 27.
What's the wind?
Huh?
High winds?
I can't look.
I'd
If
imagine.
it turns into a run game, I'm taking Chargers. Patriots, I don't care what their run numbers look like. Sony Michel's not Melvin Gordon.
Their
And that
offensive
Chargers run
line
defense
isn't
is
good
a
enough
lot
to stop
better.
them boys.
Yeah, but the Patriots can stop the run. That's their strong point of their defense.
I don't know. I've heard about this Patriots defense, all this junk, and I can't name but 2 players on their defensive team that
And
are
you
worth
know,
a flip.
and they've had Bill Belichick with 2 weeks to prepare. Give a round of applause for the Patriots win this weekend.
Shoot, they were probably preparing for Baltimore, though, not San Diego or
No,
Los
they
Angeles.
were not. Brady said we've been preparing for this team for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Like,
They
they
know-
just
I would have
know.
to.
They
Belichick
knew.
knows.
Brady's Illuminati, guys. Let's just face it. Patriots win. Let's end it there on that.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the next game. So we got a 4-0 Patriots as far as the pick'em goes, as much as I hate to say it. On to the real game, the smoke show. We got the Hootats in the Dome. Never going to lose in the Dome. Don't even, if somebody even says Eagles, I'm out this sucker. Give me the Saints, not even joking, by 14 or more. The Nick Foles magic ends, and it ends bad.
Foles will fold.
Foles will fold his hand. Malcolm Jenkins will be begging after the game for Drew Brees' jersey in the jersey swap. They're going to add another $225,000 cash and another Lombardi trophy to that locker room. So give me the Hootats. I'm a fan, of course I'm saying this, but even if I wasn't a fan, Saints are just that team right now. They're winning the Super Bowl hands down. And this is just the next one up. Next man up.
Does
I
Saints
feel bad
defense
for the
dominate?
Eagles. They don't dominate, but Drew Brees dominates so much they're not going to have to dominate. He may dominate so much like the first time they played him that the defense just gets one stop. They get one turnover to start the game, or Saints get up 7-0, and it is a blowout. Is
What's
what
crazy?
I'm saying.
What's crazy
I like that.
is I'm taking the Saints too, and I put in a
You might
14
have just
parlay
convinced me.
that pays
Dude, come on
$3.96 with exactly what I just told these viewers on this podcast.
Fair enough.
Hey, you seen the one I put in?
Yeah, Matt, your stuff's not going to hit because I'm here to tell you the Eagles are not beating the Saints.
Hey, if they do though.
Yeah, I think the Saints, man. I'm taking the Saints, no doubt. In the Dome is what gets me too, and I don't. They struggled again. I mean, Bears do have a better defense. But
Much better.
I mean, like you said, Saints they've been preparing. Like
Oh.
I'm gonna go back to that what I said earlier about preparing. You have that much time to prepare, plus a potent offense like this, they're gonna shred the Eagles
Saints,
secondary
I
up.
think so.
Saints
That's how
are
it's gonna
going to the Super Bowl to play in Atlanta, and they're going to play the Patriots. Spoiler alert! And the whole time the Patriots are going to be thinking about Atlanta, and when they think of Atlanta, they think of 28-3, and that's what the final score is going to be: Patriots 28-3 in the Super Bowl.
If
versus
somebody
Saints.
holds the Saints to 3 points, I will give every one of y'all $1,000.
Well, Dallas held
Dallas
them
Mark
holds
it on the
10.
show. $1,000 to all 3 co-hosts if Saints get held to 3 points by any team this
Boy, I'm cheering for
postseason.
the Eagles this week.
For sure.
Boy.
Cheer them on. 3 points? You were kidding me, Dustin. You shouldn't even have said that. That was the dumbest thing I've ever
coming
heard.
from a guy who was perfect last week. Even called a Clemson blowout.
You didn't call no blowout. You called Alabama first, and then once the whole panel took Alabama, you're like, no, I'll swap to Clemson.
And I
Noted.
said-
I actually go back and watch the show.
And my reasoning was because Alabama's secondary was trash. And what did it just turn out to be?
Just like Patriots teams trash and old and just everything. If you think they're beating the Saints 28-3, you're out your mind. So what you got, Matt? Realistically, Matt. Now we'll get back into reality real quick. Matt, what you
I
got?
think the Saints are going to win, but I would not count the Eagles out. They're just high right now.
So who you taking? Give me
I
a
want the
direct
Saints.
answer.
I just said I want the Saints, but
But your bold take was Eagles.
yeah, I know because I was.
It's a bold take. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
I I don't know. That's just some crazy stuff that would happen.
I just say Saints because of what I said a minute ago. If that game starts off 7-0, or even this, it ain't even got to start off 7-0. If the game starts off and Eagles get that ball first and they do not put points on the board, first possession, it's over. That momentum in that dome is going to be rocking.
Saints get up a touchdown and just keep it going.
Lead the whole game, dude. They will not look back. There will be 0 lead changes if Eagles don't score first possession. Just like last time.
You were confident.
Dude, I'm so confident. I'm confident in
Let me see
anybody
the book
versus the
this week,
Saints.
then.
Max bet on the Saints. Not no 9 points
I know,
or whatever
no, it
the
moved
hell
down
they
to
got
7.
them at. It
Did
is
it
7?
really?
It moved to
Oh,
7,
yeah, that's
bro.
a house call. I'll tease them -1 and whatever. Colts, whatever, they'll be 11.5.
Yeah.
But really, guys, it's Saints this week. That's premium play, Saints money line. Even in a -350, risk it for the biscuit. Foles is Drew Brees, like 1/3 Drew Brees. He ain't even a half of a Brees. So give me the Saints in dominating fashion. And I guess we'll wrap it up there. That's all 4 games, so we'll run back through them real quick. I got Colts, Patriots, unfortunately, Saints, and Cowboys.
Yeah.
Matt, you had the same, I believe, same 4.
Yeah, I think so.
I also had the same 4, and just a reminder, Steve owes me a 6-pack of my choice of beer when all 4 of these games hit.
Boy wants a $5 6-pack of Natty Light.
I have
$3.
3
Yeah,
to
you're
1.
lucky Dustin drinks Natty Lights.
I'm off Natty now that I'm back working.
I was not the same. I had all the same picks besides I took the Chiefs instead of the Colts.
Chiefs
Other
over
than that,
Colts.
yeah, that's the only game that I had different from y'all.
What's up with that tiebreaker we're going to do?
Oh, yeah, tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker
Well, we're not
would-
going to really need a tiebreaker though.
Yeah, you will.
No,
We all
because
picked
I'm
the same three.
definitely going to win.
All right, let's do the
okay.
tiebreaker in case we have a whatever. Steve doesn't
Just
win.
in case the Colts win, I got you.
Tiebreaker for us 3 because we all picked the same exact
Right.
games. Cause
What
we're
y'all gonna do?
Whatever, like
Alright, you
minded.
ready?
We'll do Colts, Chiefs over under.
73.
God dang, Bobby Tarantino.
I could see that. I'm gonna go.
I would put that. I would say like.
Dang, that's 38-35.
That's
huh?
38-35.
That's what I was thinking,
I would say
actually.
like 50.
All right, I'm gonna go
51.
42-38. No, I'm gonna go 45-38. 83. 83.
That's up there.
45-38 Colts.
That's up there.
6 touchdowns and a field goal, 5
All right,
touchdowns
Guru,
and a
let me
field
hear
goal.
it. What you got?
Maybe 45-41.
Dustin,
So
let me
83.
get
I'm gonna go 83.
Let's get some knowledge.
I'm going to go 41 Colts, 24 Chiefs.
Ooh.
65.
I think they're going to blow them out. There's no playoff experience on that team.
There's not, but it still is, like Caleb said, week of preparation,
It's a
MVP
playoff head
quarterback,
coach.
and at Arrowhead. So that's 3 big factors, and Vegas has them a 5.5 point spread. So something's up there. Sorry, guys, we'll jump into the next segment, which is the most highly anticipated. We'll give out our premium plays. Last week we were fire. I think we were 3 of 4. I went back and listened. Yeah, 3 of 4 in a push. Jonathan threw it off with the Ravens, I think, or whatever it was. But we'll jump into the premium plays real quick. So I'll start it off, guys, and I'm going to go with a 2-team teaser, so it'll buy 6 points on the spreads. Probably not going to need them, but I'm going to take them for extra support, you know. I'm going to go Saints, my boys, them boys, -1. It's a 7-point spread right now, 1.5 on some books. So Saints by 1, just basically win the game, and Colts plus 11.5 can lose by double digits. So that sounds like a sticker to me. Win my money back from Alabama, absolutely taking me out last week. But that's what I'm going to go with. Saints by 1,
Yeah, they
Colts plus
sniped you.
11.5.
I like that. I'm going to go ahead and go with, for my premium pick, I'm going to take it, the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to go ahead and take the +7 just because I know anything can happen, and Rams love to play close games. So instead of taking the money line, which I'm probably still going to take the money line, but I would take the +7 just because if they're going to give Dallas that many points, I'm taking that all day. So Dallas Cowboys +7, premium pick, Caleb Steech.
Good pick. I like it.
Give me them big bad boy Colts money line. Let's go, Andrew Luck.
Yeah, running back from Indianapolis, Marlon Mack, take his player prop. It'll be anything under 100, take it.
It'll probably be 80 to 90. I think it was only 67.5 this week.
Against the Texans,
it'll probably be 80 to 90.
Anything under 100, bro. I'm telling you.
All right, so Matt got Marlon Mack's player prop. I gave you all the Saints -1, Colts +11.5. Caleb's going with Cowboys +7. I like that a lot. Even the money line's a fair play. And Dustin's going with Colts money line, which I also like. So there's the premium plays. Happy playoffs to everybody. Everybody get your game on. Get ready to watch Tom Brady possibly lose for the first time ever. And we'll see y'all guys next week. Quick shout out to our sponsor, Legend Gear and Apparel. I'm wearing one of the t-shirts right now. Got to be the most comfortable shirt I've ever worn in my life. Ralph Lauren, you ain't got nothing on Legend Gear. I'm just telling you. It's the next big thing. So y'all go check them out. Use discount code LND10 for 10% off. And check out Legend Wood and Artifacts on Facebook. They got the new knives and daggers and ancient artifacts found straight from cavemen going up on the site now. So go check them out at Legend Wood and Artifacts on Instagram and Facebook. And we'll see you guys next week.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who